So whenever you're ready.
All right, wine number one is a clear, day-bright white wine of medium plus concentration. We have a pretty deep yellow with glints of gold. There's no evidence of gas nor sediment in the wine. The viscosity here is, call that medium. Nose is clean, youthful, medium plus intensity of aromas. We've got kind of like baked apple, baked red apple, baked pear, yellow plum, little yellow apple skin, kind of a bitter yellow apple skin, overripe, kind of almost roasted like Meyer lemon. Minerality here is some wet rock, crushed like river rock minerality in the wine, almost granite. No signs of new oak in the wine. I am getting some like marzipan, almond skin, some signs of oxidation, which could be from older oak aging. Pretty floral, lilacs, acacia, lily, and kind of like wildflower. Little hint of like basil, crushed mint. Complexity on the nose is medium plus. Palate. Wine's dry, medium plus body. Change that viscosity, called medium plus. Confirming that red apple, baked red apple, pear, that kind of bitter yellow apple skin, yellow plum, that crushed rock, river rock minerality. There's definitely some of that like granite type soil in the wine. No signs of oak. No new oak anyway. Definitely get that marzipan, that almond skin, signs of oxidation on the wine. A little waxy character as well, nose and palate. Acidity on the wine is medium plus. Alcohol is medium plus, tannins are nil. Wine's balance has medium plus length, medium plus complexity. Initial conclusion is an old world wine from a temperate climate. Age range seems to have a little bit of age on this wine. I call it 3 to 5 years old. Possible varietals here could have, could be Chenin Blanc from the Loire. Could be Roussan Marsan from the Rhone Valley. Does have a little that nutty character to it. It's too oxidative for Chardonnay from Burgundy. Could be Chablis, but it's too fat. It's not oyster shelly enough for Chablis. I'm gonna take this to Rhone. I'm gonna call this Old World France, Rhone Valley, Northern Rhone, close. Crozes Hermitage Blanc, Roussan Marsan blend, 2008. Actually, 2008 finish, medium plus quality. Wine number two is a clear, star bright white wine of medium concentration. Again, we've got a paler yellow here with glints of green. No evidence of gas nor sediment in the wine. Viscosity is, again, we'll call that medium. Nose is clean, youthful, medium plus intensity of aromas. We've got some citrus, lemon, lime, touch of grapefruit. We've also got more like honeydew melon, cantaloupe, melony character to it. Touch of underripe peach, little stone fruit. Kind of again, kind of a wet river rock, almost like rainwater type minerality to the wine. No wood. It's like a hint of a sour apple, like green Jolly Rancher candy in the wine. Definitely some white florals, a little more exotic. Almost like a bubblegummy sort of aroma in the wine. Complexity on the nose is medium plus. Palate. Interesting. Wine's dry, has it's medium-bodied, confirming more citrus on the palate here. Pretty tart citrus. Grapefruit, definitely. Lemon lime. More like underripe tree fruit on the palate, like green apple skin, pear. Still getting a little bit of those melony tones, but they're much more in the background now. Minerality is much more kind of chalky, limestoney on the palate. Still no wood. A little more like almost tarragon type spice on the nose and the palate. We've got those high-tone florals, exotic white florals, that Jolly Rancher candy, sweet and sour. Acidity is high, alcohol is medium, tannins are nil. Wine's balanced, has medium plus length and complexity. Initial conclusion, in the old world here, cool climate, 1 to 5 years old. Possible varietals here include Sauvignon Blanc, could be Gruner. We'll throw perhaps Albarino into the mix. Ripping acid on this wine. It takes me out of Gruner and Albarino. It's not Chenin. It's not Chablis. I'm going to call this Old World France, Loire Valley, Central Vineyards. I'll call this Sancerre Sauvignon Blanc 2009 vintage, medium plus quality. Wine number 3, again, clear, day bright, actually more star bright, pretty reflective. Pale straw yellow, again with glints of green, indicating a youthful wine. There's no gas or sediment. Viscosity here is, call it medium again. Nose is clean, youthful, high intensity of aromas. We've got, again, some citrus, lemon lime, more like a candied, like key lime, sweeter lime sort of note. Almost a bit of orange, candied orange peel. No oak. Little chamomile flower. Touch of a waxy tone in the wine, almost like a little bit of lanolin, wet wool. Complexity on the nose is medium plus. Palate. Wine's dry, medium body, picking up a little bit of a spritz on the palate, reductive winemaking. Confirming the lemon lime citrus, that key lime, kind of sweet, candied orange, nectarine. River rock, that kind of ashy soil. No oak. Those high-tone florals again. Acidity on the wine is medium plus. Alcohol is medium. Tannins are nil. I am picking up a little bit of phenolic bitterness on the wine. Maybe a touch of skin contact here. The wine is well-balanced, has a medium length and medium complexity. Initial conclusion, I'm in the old world again, from a cool climate, youthful, 1 to 5 years old. Possible varietals here include Albarino, maybe Gruner Veltliner from Austria. Just thinking a little bit of perhaps Chenin for a hot minute there, but it's it's too reductive and too floral for that. That spritz and the phenolic bitterness and that orangey note's going to take me to Albarino here. So we call Old World, Spain, Galicia, Rias Baixas, 2009 Albarino, medium plus quality. Wine number 4 is a translucent, day bright red wine of just medium concentration. We've got a ruby core fading out to a paler ruby rim with pink hues, indicating a more youthful wine. There's no evidence of gas or sediment in the wine. Viscosity here is medium, solid medium plus. Nose is clean, youthful, medium plus intensity of aromas here. Got pretty ripe red fruits, ripe red cherry, raspberry, strawberry. Almost a hint of like a banana peel. Little touch of blue fruit too, blueberry, huckleberry. Earth here is more kind of like a wet, mossy sort of tone. It's very much in the background, but it's a little bit of a stewed mushroom, wet forest floor. Oak. Get a little bit of cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla, clove, indicating possible use of some new French oak here. It's not overwhelming by any means. I am getting some VA, a little bit of raisination, like figgy notes. I get a little bit of cocoa powder, chocolate, almost milk chocolatey, sort of like lactic-y feel to the wine. Complexity is medium plus on the nose palate. Wine's dry, full-bodied. Confirming those like bright, like super ripe, juicy red fruits, raspberry, strawberry, cherry, little like red and black cherry. You get a little bit of that blue fruit as well. Like a ripe plum flavor here also, that banana peel. It's very sweet, kind of rich, ripe fruit. Earth is that kind of wet, turned, mossy forest floor type of thing going on here, but it's very much, again, in the background too. It's a very fruit-forward wine, dominated by that. Touch of wood, do get some vanilla, cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, cardamom, brown baking spices, all the usual suspects. There's definitely some new French oak aging here. It's pretty floral. Call it like more rose petal, violet, high-toned sort of florals. We've got a little bit of a bubblegummy sort of flavor here. Onto the structure. Alcohol is high. I forgot to mention the VA and the chocolate and
Got it.
the cocoa on the palate as well.
Okay, thank you.
Alcohol's high. Acidity is, I'll just call medium. Tannins are solid medium. The wine is balanced, has medium plus length and medium plus complexity. Initial conclusions is a New World wine from a warm climate. Possible varietals include Zinfandel. We'll throw some Malbec and some Shiraz into the mix there. Youthful, 1 to 5 years old. The jamminess of this fruit, the touch of raisination, the VA, the oak, everything points towards Zinfandel for me here. I'm going to call this New World, United States, California. We'll call Sonoma County, Dry Creek, Zinfandel, 2008 vintage, medium plus quality. Wine number 5 is a translucent, just bright red wine, just medium, almost medium plus concentration. I can still see my hand a little bit here. Dark ruby, fading out to a paler ruby rim with some garnet hues. Looks like this wine has maybe a little bit of age on the wine. No gas, no sediment. Viscosity is, call it a medium plus. Change that viscosity, call wine 4, by the way, to high. Nose here is clean, youthful, medium plus intensity of aromas. We've got more kind of sour red fruit, raspberry, strawberry, cherries, etc., but coming through more in like a sour, like underripe form. A touch of maybe pomegranate and cranberry. The earth here is more of like a baked clay, kind of scorched earth type feel. Oak. Definitely getting some cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla. Some indications of oak here. Almost like a little bit of a dilly note too. I don't want to jump on that too early. Possibly some American wood here. More dried florals here, that kind of dried rose petal potpourri. Little like fresh, like cut green herbs, thyme, basil, sage. Complexity is call it high on this wine palate.
I don't have the exact time, but you're close to there.
All right, palate. It's dry, full-bodied wine. Confirming the tart red fruits, we've got pomegranate and cranberry. We've also got the kind of underripe sour cherry, raspberry, cranberry family. More definitely that baked kind of scorched earth, baked clay. A little bit of like an irony, bloody sort of feel to the wine as well. I'm getting some spices here, but maybe it's more like garrigue, that kind of roasted herbs, and maybe a touch of black pepper here. Yeah, florals are still there, more like potpourri, dried flowers. I want to change the fruit call too. The fruit on the palate is much more ripe and kind of juicy. Smells more underripe than it tastes. Structurally, the wine has high alcohol. It has medium acid. Tannins are medium plus. Finish is kind of dry though, and almost slightly sour. Wine's balance is long length, high complexity. Initial conclusion: I believe this to be an old world wine, despite its alcohol. I think I did overstate the oak.
Probably under 4 minutes.
Thank you. We've got fairly youthful wine. I'll call it 3 to 5 years old. Possible varietals include Grenache from France. Was thinking Tempranillo for a minute there, but we'll change that. Pretty sure this is Southern Rhone, so I'm going to go Old World France, Rhone Valley, Southern Rhone, Châteauneuf-du-Pape, 2007 vintage, high quality. Wine number 6 is a dark, opaque red wine of high concentration, dark ruby core fading out to a paler ruby rim with garnet hues, indicating maybe a little age on this wine. There is some coloration in the tears, indicating a thicker skinned varietal. Viscosity here is high. Nose, clean, developing. Super high complexity here. We've got lots of dark fruits, brambly dark fruits, blackberry, black currant, cassis, black plum, black cherry. There's definitely some wood here coming through, and cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, vanilla. There is pyrazines here. We've got green bell pepper. We've got like mint, sage, almost a touch of like eucalyptus in this wine. Cedarwood, green tobacco leaf, a pencil shaving. Dried florals, potpourri. Mentioned the green notes. This is high complexity. It smells great. Palate. Dry wine, full-bodied. Confirming those dark fruits, blackberry, currant, cassis, black cherry. Touched of those roasted red fruits as mentioned. That crushed gravel, that wet organic turned earth. We've got the stewed mushroom, tobacco leaf, touch of leather, almost a touch of like campfire smoke, ashy. There's cinnamon, vanilla, clove, nutmeg, all indicating some new French oak here. The pyrazines are showing, the green bell pepper, there's mint, there's sage. Wine has medium plus tannins, medium plus alcohol. Acid is, call it medium plus. It's well balanced, has long length, high complexity. Initial conclusion, it's an old world wine from a temperate climate. Give this 5 to 10 years old. Possible varietals here include Cabernet, Cab Franc, Merlot, could be blend thereof from Bordeaux. Call it Old World France, Bordeaux, Médoc, Left Bank. Call this Saint Estèphe 2003 vintage.
You have a minute and a half left to go over anything you want.
High quality. That's a tasty wine. I'm sure you didn't bring that one.
I did, actually.
Wine one is crazy. What did I call this? I don't even
You
remember what
called
I
this
it.
Crow's Blanc.
Yeah, it's not a bad call.
Two you called Central Vineyard Suns here.
Man, what is this? It's not Crow's Blanc.
30
I
seconds.
want to change this to Old World France. Semillon Sauv Blanc blend from Bordeaux, Grave, 2008 vintage. It's like Lemon Pledge. Missed that. Fun with that. That's it. Stick
Right.
with that.
Nice change. It's 07.
07?
Dude, I'm so proud of you for doing that. Because you smell the papaya, and it's got
Yeah, yeah,
melony,
yeah.
but it's got pyracines, right?
Yeah.
So
it's hard
got-
when it's the first wine.
It has a hint of oak,
After I
think.
go back to it.
It has a hint of oak, I think.
It
Just a
does,
touch.
but it's not as prevalent as I was.
But there's pyracines on the palate. Do you get those?
There's definitely pyrazines, and it smells like Lemon Pledge.
So you did the right thing. But,
Yeah.
You know, in terms of your descriptors, I think you might have just missed a couple points, but you came to the final conclusion. I think your structure was good. You know, you described the wine well, other than the couple things.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I was getting like weird stuff off of it at first. I was like getting all these oxidative tones and like
yellow
Yeah.
plum, lemon, overripe, wet rock, river rock, granite, skin, dried marzipan, almond. You know, I don't really know if there's quite that much nuttiness there. But,
there's not. No.
But I think what you were doing is like you didn't know where to go, and so you were stuck in the Rhone.
Yeah. Yeah.
But okay, two. Let me smell two. And I don't want to smell my glasses because they're not those.
Well, if that's SB, that's not.
It's Chardonnay.
Fuck.
It's Puligny Montrachet. Puligny Montrachet 08.
Really?
I think just you know, have a glass of it and get to know it. 3 is Gruner. It's 09, so it's super tropical, right? Do you get like, but it's got a lot
It
of
is
that
tropical.
radishy. Do you get it?
Yeah, I'm fine with that because the 09s are so ripe. I mean,
So, taste it, chew it. You get. I think on the palate there's a lot of that green herbal, peppery, celery kind of character.
yeah.
That I think that's really what would have brought you back. I think it might come. You taste it?
Yeah. Who is this?
He didn't tell me. It's 09. Oh, Schloss Gobelsberg. 09.
Okay, so Compton.
So 4 is Santa Barbara Syrah.
What did I call it?
You called it Zen from Sonoma.
Wow.
Do you get a little meatiness on it?
A little bit. It's so ripe and juicy and jammed out, though.
And on the palate to chew the wine, you know, and there's a little spiciness and black pepper on the finish, I think, and a little bit more
Yeah, it's there.
All the other
It's
guys
so
called
oaked
it.
and-
They called it San Josef. Eric called it, and all
Oh,
those
really?
guys. Yeah.
Well,
But I
glad
think the
was in
wine.
New World then.
I think the wine has probably come out of its shell, and because it was super cold, I left in my car last night.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of. I think it's you can get there. It was really strange before,
That's not
but
the
I
wine.
think.
It's this one.
No, really? What is that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Syrah Grenache. Right. So that smells more like Old World. Can you smell it? That's Rhone. It smells a lot more jammed up. I can see why you
It's
went
super
Zin.
jammy. Yeah.
But
That's fine. Okay.
let's see. Wine 5 is Chateauneuf de Pape.
Great.
So Grenache Syrah. Good call. You nailed it. Vintage, everything.
Gross.
Dude, that wine before smelled like that. It smelled like Rhone Syrah.
Really?
And so now that it's come out of its shell, it smells like jammy.
It's super jammy and glossy and.
But
Okay.
wine 6 was Saint Estephe. Oh, no, sorry, it's Pomerol. But you were close.
Oh, okay.
It's Pomerol.
It's good.
03. So it's 00.
It is
Sorry,
03?
It's 00. Sorry, I was looking
00.
at the thing. It's 00. Pomerol. So
Cool.
again, I think you did
I missed
really
the
well.
oak on wine too.
I think this is on the border, to tell you the truth, in terms of points.
Yeah. I'm glad I went back and changed that. Missed the oak here. Just missed the radishy thing here.
So you came back. You did really well in this wine.
Basically 3.
Okay, 2. I
Six.
don't think 2 is quite super fair. I mean, you put your nose in this wine. I think it's just. I don't think that wine would make the exam.
What were the other calls on it?
They were like Chenin. They thought they were,
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
So nobody
It's-
nailed the wine, including Eric. So.
Oh, I don't
in
feel
this
bad
Burgundy
then.
house. So I don't think you should. I think that would be kicked. Wine 3. These are not the same wines, but wine 3 I think would be fair. Do you get the Gruner out of it?
Yeah, I do. It's fair. It is fair. And I'm actually fine taking that to where I did because it's so jammy. I don't know. And taste it too. It's thick.
Dude, on the nose it smells like Zin. Dude, it's crazy how
I
this
mean,
wine
there's
has changed.
definitely some Syrah character to it there too, but it was just so like the first thing that jumped out at me was like the jamminess and the oak, not pepper or meat or anything like that. Like now that I know what it is, you can smell those things, but like if you're
And I think it's more on the palate. It's the spicy pepperish.
yeah.
But it's amazing. Like if you would have had that wine a minute ago, that's why I picked up that glass, and I thought it was because it smelled like almost like a Southern Rhone Syrah blend. Okay, wine 6. I think it's a good call.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, there's a touch more pyrazine there, which is who's the producer on that?
The Chateauneuf, I have no idea.
No, the Pomerol.
The Pomerol, he didn't tell me. Is it Fleur de Gay?
Pretty gay. I call it left bank.
Smell this Syrah now, dude.
You did.
Brian.
It's pretty structured. It's
Brian,
good wine.
smell this Syrah, how it's changed.
Yeah, this thing was ice cold.
I picked up his Rhone wine, and I was like, oh yeah, it's Syrah.
Yeah, it's
And then smell his wine 5.
It's so jammed out.
I picked up wine 5, and I was like, oh yeah, that's the coupe.
Oh, it's coupe.
Yeah. No, this is coupe. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But before, that's why they're like. I picked
got it.
up wine 5. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you can get there.
Yeah, that's banker.
So I don't think it's corked, is it?
either way, it's identifiable, so it doesn't matter. You know, I mean,
You think there's TCI on this?
On which one?
some people
6.
it doesn't matter. It's identifiable.
I don't think
it's,
so.
It's a good.
I think
it'll
it's more
show-
just
it'll
like a
show you-
funky
Bordeaux,
leather
Bordeaux
quality.
shows like Bordeaux has like that mustiness to it.
But I
sometimes.
think it's a good tasting. I think you really described your wines well.
Good job.
I think you're at a good place. I think you're at a good place right now. And I think you just, the wrong turn, Gruner, Albarino.
I'm really just.
Dude, that's a shy shard, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's really shy.
I think that's it.
This isn't really testable. I don't
I think that's kicked.